Now, a lot of good people are voting Democrat, right? A lot of good people often do the wrong thing. Really. Almost half the country voted for George Bush in 2000 and 2004 too. Should you vote Democrat this year? I saw this. Somebody sent me this. So should you vote Democrat? I don't know, man. Look here. It says they helped rig their own primary, which is obvious. So the DNC was in collusion against the populace, the guy who stood up for the workers against the donors, Bernie Sanders. The DNC colluded with Hillary Clinton, the corporatist who's in bed with the donors, Wall Street, military industrial complex, big pharma, fossil fuels. What the DNC is supposed to do is make sure it's a fair primary. They did the exact opposite. Totally corrupted to screw over the workers' agenda. What do you mean, Jimmy? I mean Bernie Sanders. Because the Democratic Party is 100% in bed with Wall Street. They get more money from Wall Street than Republicans do now. So what does Wall Street want? Wall Street wants to screw over the agenda of workers. They want to get rid of all protections. Their ideal for corporations is prison labor. That's the ideal. They can't organize, and you pay them like slaves. Boom, boom, look at all the profits. They love it. And there's a lot more of it happening in America than anyone knows. Most huge corporations use them. Prison labor in America. Can't organize. So I don't know. People are saying, should we vote for the Democrats who rigged their own primary against their own people? That's what you're doing. So keep that in mind. When Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Donna Brazile conspired with the Hillary Clinton campaign and John Podesta and all, what they were doing was they were conspiring to screw over the campaign of the guy who was speaking for the people, the guy who's not bought by corporations. That's what they were doing. That's weird. That's supposed to happen on right-wingers are supposed to do that, not left-wingers. Well, they're not left-wingers. We all know the Clintons are Republicans in Democrat clothing. We all know this. The second thing they say here is help Donald Trump win Republican primary. So that's been revealed in the WikiLeaks that Hillary Clinton's campaign and the DNC wanted to run against Donald Trump. They wanted to elevate him. This is what they wanted because they knew Hillary, the internal documents show, they knew she was such a flawed, horrible candidate with ethical problems that they knew the only person she could probably beat is somebody like Donald Trump. So they wanted to get that guy. So they elevated him. So they did that. They wanted to silence Bernie Sanders, elevate Donald Trump. They did both. They also blame Russians, and then they blame the Russians for getting caught. So when the emails reveal that they were doing this stuff, just like everybody was accusing them of, and they kept lying and saying they weren't, then the emails reveal it. They don't talk about how they're actually liars and they screwed over their own people. They talk about, Russia. And then they blame voters for low approval rating. So they're blaming Bernie bros. They're blaming Jill Stein. They're blaming progressives. You see the email. They're blaming people for Hillary Clinton's horrible poll numbers. She's the second most hated politician in the history of the presidency. Here she is to run. Here she goes. Hillary Clinton. And that's not our fault that she's a horrible and people don't like her. It's her fault for doing horrible things. If she could want to go up 10 points in the poll, you know what Hillary Clinton, all she'd have to do, go to North Dakota right now and tell those guys to cut it out. Remember how she went to Wall Street and told them to cut it out? Which means I didn't do a fucking thing. Why doesn't she go to North Dakota? She's not there. She's not even talking about it. They're not even saying a goddamn thing about it. And Barack Obama won't do anything. So, so there you go. This is leadership that sucks. I don't know how you can vote for this party. I agree with this. You can vote for that. You're going to vote for an organization that colludes to screw over the voice of half its party? That's effed up, man. That's wrong. That's rewarding corruption. Debbie Wasserman Schultz got caught being 100% corrupt. She got rewarded with another job inside Hillary's campaign. Donna Brazile, she got caught cheating in favor of Hillary Clinton, breaking journalistically ethical rules, breaking campaign ethical rules, breaking all kind, and then lying about it. She gets rewarded. She gets promoted to the chair of the DNC. How can you? So now you got to pledge your vote to these people? Yeah, whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Trump.